Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Deep True Crime. I'm so happy you're here. Today, I'm going to share with you the top stories that have gone on over the last 48 hours. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, my friends. I'm Manny Rodriguez. Thank you so much for being here today. Let's just dive into it, right? We're digging deep in true crime where we explore the different cases out there. And so the next thing we want to talk about is Alex Murdaugh. We've been following the Alex Murdaugh little by little, the latest updates. I've not done a full video on the whole case around it, but we have been keeping up with this if you've been following top stories of the day. And so now come to find out that Alex Murdaugh actually sued himself. So we've been following about the housekeeper who lived with him for over 2 decades. We've been following it, right? The housekeeper lived with him for over 2 decades. And so we talked about the insurance scandal that he's now been arrested for. That was one of my newest ones when I started this new format on Deep True Crime. And so that was one of the first ones we tackled, was Alex Murdaugh being arrested as soon as he got out of his rehab. I was like maybe Friday or Thursday that I uploaded that. And so here he is, this once prominent South Carolina attorney is now in this scandal of insurance fraud, life insurance fraud, having to do with the housekeeper. Now, when I first read about it and shared it, I didn't have all the information, but more has come out since. That's exactly what I want to share with you, my friends. Let me bring that up. And so he coordinated with the housekeeper's family. So they're kind of in on the scam, the scheme to fraud the insurance, because he's an attorney and he knew how he would win. So he coordinated with her family to sue himself because she slipped and fell on his property. But he didn't disperse the money with the family as he was supposed to. And that might also be some of why he was forced to basically resign from the family law firm, his family law firm. Again, they were well known as attorneys in South Carolina. They were well known as attorneys. And so he coordinated, and then he took $3 million and didn't pay the family a dime. And so that's exactly that's what this whole life insurance fraud is basically about. And so he gets the money and he pockets it himself. Granted, why do they need to do this? I don't get this part. Like, why? Like, did she not already have life insurance? Or they're saying because she slipped and fell? Or I don't get that part. Insurance, as you know, they're not the friendliest about wanting to pay out, but they're friendly about collecting your money. And so I don't know. I don't know more in reference to that particular area to share on it, but to coordinate this with the family, that is shady on everyone's part. That part is shady. But again, that's the least of the problems when it really comes into the bigger, life insurance, whatever. They're being dishonest in their way on that. But number one, did he have something to do with that housekeeper's death? I'm still wanting to know that. Does he have something to do with the death of his wife Maggie and son Paul? I'm really wanting to know that. There's a lot of shadiness around this guy. And as I shared, if you followed my video, he also hired a hitman to kill him so his life insurance can go to his only living child now. But it was a botched plan because the hitman shot him, but didn't kill him. So it didn't work. His plan to kill himself didn't work. And he calls 911, and of course, they do their own digging and find out more answers. And then, of course, they get the guy who admits, like, yep, he hired me to be the hitman. But here we are. He's still in the news again because he's literally coordinated with Gloria Satterfield's family to sue himself in order to seek an insurance settlement. And he was supposed to give the proceeds to the family to cover funeral expenses, to cover monetary compensation for her children. He pocketed the whole thing. Literally. He deposited more than nearly $3 million into an account he owned. And for some reason, he referred to this account as forged. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But he named that account Forged. Now, not like Forged Consultants, LLC. That's a company, no affiliation with this man whatsoever. But he used an account called Forged. I don't know. I don't know if he just labeled it that. I don't get that part. Again, more is expected to come. And so, after her death, Murdaugh recommended a specific attorney to the family. And that attorney brokered the settlement for everybody. But come to find out, the attorney had very close ties to Murdaugh. So that's where we stand on that. And, he obviously wanted to deprive them of this money. And he gave them nothing of it. Nothing. And so, again, do they deserve it? If this was not a legal way to get the life insurance, then they most likely did not deserve it. And so I'm not too sure how this part goes. But that's how they got the money. And so since now the illegal activity on Alex's part is that he defrauded them as well. And so that's why he's being arrested for insurance fraud. So obviously they had to share with everyone what all of them were involved with, right? But again, I'm not here to judge. I'm here to spread the word. The word of what's going on out there and all these people being taken way too soon. And that's another one that has been taken way too soon. When she died of a slip and fall, apparent slip and fall. Don't know if we'll find out more there, but very interesting. That's not something you hear a lot, where someone slips and falls. But again, more details. I wasn't there, so can't really say too much on that.